in this project are used paper, ice cream sticks, metal container, glue, and color marker. The relation applied in this case is R equal to water flow from 2. Let A represent the lake, B represents the water treatment plant, C represents the water reservoir, and D represents the domestic or commercial buildings. Firstly, the water will flow from the lake to water treatment plant. Then, the water will flow from the treatment plant to the water reservoir. And finally, the water will flow from the water reservoir to domestic or commercial building. Hence, our R is R equal to AB, BC, and CD.
Next, my application of the relation is the path becoming a high school teacher in Malaysia, where area covered is education and the relation is further the study too. There is 6 ways to becoming a high school teacher in Malaysia. The first 3 is, from SPN, you further the study to asasi or matrikulasi, or you further the study to diploma, or you further the study to STPM. Then, you further the study to university degree in education. Then lastly, you become a high school teacher in Malaysia. The last 3, from SPN, you further the study to asasi or matrikulasi, or you further the study to diploma, or you further the study to STPM. Then, you further the study to university degree not in education. And then, you further the study to TPLI. And lastly, you become a high school teacher in Malaysia. For the material that I use to make this assignment, I'm using old color paper, manila card, keychain, cupcake cup, and lastly...
Next, I will explain about the biodiversity application, which is the life cycle of a frog. At the first stage is where the eggs was fertilized by the frog. Next, at the second stage, after 1 to 3 weeks, the egg hatch and become the tadpoles. For the third stage, the tadpoles start to develop into a froglet. Next, the froglet will grow into a young frog. And at the last stage, the young frog will grow more to become an adult frog. The relation in this case is developed into, let's say E is eggs, T is tadpole, F is froglet, Y is young frog, A is adult frog. So the relation are eggs develop into tadpole, the tadpole develop into froglet, the froglet develop into young frog, and lastly the young frog develop into adult frog. The materials are board, polystyrene, garbage plastic, face mask, color paper, marker pen, and highlighter.
Electricity in a series circuit. Electricity is an essential need in our daily life. It is a form of energy that can be produced in several ways, and it provides power to devices that create light, heat, and many others. From this application, I'm going to explain the relation of the current flow in a series circuit. The components involve battery, switch, resistor, bulb, and wire. From the battery, the current flows to the switch. Then, from the switch, the current flows to the resistor. Next, it flows to the bulb X. Then, from the bulb X, the current flows to the bulb Y. Lastly, the current from bulb Y flows to the battery again. That is the relation explained in the application of electricity in a series circuit. For the recycled material, I have used paper, battery, pen, and string.
The material used in this project are used paper, color marker, glue, and ice cream stick. The relation applied in this case is R equal to send goods to. So, when there is demand for goods by customer, factory will start producing the goods. When the production of goods is completed, factory will send the goods to warehouse, and then the warehouse will send the goods to distributor. Distributor will send the goods to retailer, and lastly, retailer will send the goods to customer. Hence, our R will equal to factory warehouse, warehouse distributor, distributor retailer, and retailer customer.